Was Michael Jackson a pedophile? Today we'll start with a look at Michael himself. There are parts of his fame and persona that give us important context. Then we'll look at the civil case and accusations in the early 1990s, the criminal case a decade later, and finally the post-death claims that arose nearly a decade later. But first, let me go through a bit of the biases I brought into this video and how surprisingly difficult it was to put together. I was curious about where you all stood on this, so I put up a poll in the YouTube post tab, and 13,000 of you voted. For those of you with an opinion on his guilt, 56% thought he was guilty, and 44% thought he was innocent. And most people were undecided, with exactly half of you saying, "I really have no idea." That's pretty much where my head was when I started digging into this. I'd obviously been aware of the case for decades, and with a gun to my head, I would have said that he was probably guilty, but with a massive "I don't know" asterisk. And the fascinating thing about this case? How ridiculously complex it was to research. It's the only topic I've tackled where I actually changed my mind several times while putting it together. I mean, you'd think it'd be straightforward. There was a public trial, transcripts, but part of the issue is there's almost too much information. This video could have run for hours. But the biggest problem is that virtually every person involved had a motivation to lie. Jackson, to protect his reputation and stay out of prison. Families looking at multi-million-dollar payouts. Lawyers, investigators, and a media obsessed with the controversy at all costs. Even after it was over, we still get contradictory interviews, changed stories, books, websites. Everyone's presenting a different reality. And even the true facts of the case can lead reasonable people to opposite conclusions. But there are two things everyone agrees on.